Walk into a traditional Japanese home, and one thing immediately stands out. The air feels fresh, clean, comfortable, no musty smell, no black mold creeping across the walls, no damp, heavy feeling hanging in the air. That's remarkable, considering Japan is one of the world's most humid countries. Compare that to many modern homes. The windows stay closed, the dehumidifier runs all day, yet humidity never seems to disappear. The Japanese discovered something most people overlook. Mold isn't the real problem. Humidity is. Remove the moisture, and mold has nowhere to grow. For centuries, Japanese families have relied on simple, inexpensive habits to keep their homes naturally dry long before electric dehumidifiers existed. Today, you'll discover those timeless methods and learn how to create a healthier, mold-free home without spending a fortune. Tatami, the floor that controls humidity. Perhaps no feature represents Japanese home design better than the tatami mat. At first glance, it looks like a simple woven floor covering. In reality, it's an engineering masterpiece perfected over centuries. Traditional tatami is woven from rush grass. Inside every strand are countless microscopic air pockets. These tiny spaces naturally absorb water vapor from humid air. When conditions become dry, that stored moisture is gradually released again. The floor constantly balances the room without anyone noticing. A single tatami mat can temporarily hold a surprising amount of moisture before reaching saturation. Imagine every floor in your house quietly acting as a natural dehumidifier. That's exactly what tatami has done in Japanese homes for generations. Modern homeowners don't necessarily need an entire tatami floor. Even small tatami panels placed beneath beds or inside bedrooms can help improve airflow around mattresses while reducing trapped moisture in areas where humidity often builds overnight. Binchotan, the charcoal that drinks water from the air. At first glance, binchotan looks almost ordinary. A smooth black stick, hard enough to ring like metal when tapped together. Yet inside, its structure resembles an enormous microscopic honeycomb. Millions of tiny pores cover every surface. Each one quietly captures water molecules floating through the air. Unlike chemical moisture absorbers that need replacing every few weeks, binchotan keeps working for years. Japanese families have placed these charcoal sticks inside closets, drawers, storage boxes, and pantries for more than 4 centuries. There are no batteries, no electricity, no maintenance beyond placing the charcoal in direct sunlight every few months to dry it out naturally before using it again. Think of it as giving the charcoal a chance to empty itself. The sunlight gently releases the trapped moisture. The charcoal becomes ready to absorb humidity all over again. Hinoki, nature's antifungal wood. Hinoki, also known as Japanese cypress, has been used to build temples, baths, and homes for well over 1,000 years. Builders originally chose it because it was beautiful. Later, they discovered something remarkable. The wood naturally resists fungi and bacteria, unlike many other woods that begin rotting in damp environments. Hinoki continues performing year after year. Scientists eventually identified natural compounds inside the wood responsible for much of this resistance. Those compounds help discourage fungal growth without requiring chemical treatments. That's one reason traditional Japanese bathhouses have relied on Hinoki for generations. The wood isn't merely decorative, it's part of the moisture control system. Modern homeowners don't need to rebuild an entire bathroom using Japanese cypress. The bath mat that dries itself, Most bath mats create another problem. They soak up water, then remain wet for hours. Eventually, they begin smelling musty. Some even become breeding grounds for mold themselves. Japanese designers approached the problem differently. Instead of fabric, they created bath mats from compressed diatomaceous earth. This material is formed from the fossilized remains of microscopic algae. Its surface contains millions of tiny pores invisible to the naked eye. The moment wet feet touch the stone, water is pulled inside through capillary action. Within minutes, the 15-minute morning habit that resets your entire home. If there is one Japanese habit that costs absolutely nothing, requires no special equipment, and has been practiced for generations, it is this. Every morning, open the house. To many people, this sounds almost too simple to matter. Why would opening a few windows make any real difference? Because humidity doesn't just collect on walls, it collects in the air itself. Every night while you sleep, your family adds moisture to the house. Every breath releases water vapor. Cooking breakfast fills the kitchen with steam. Hot showers release even more humidity. Drying clothes indoors pushes still more moisture into the air. By the following morning, the air inside your house is carrying yesterday's moisture. Leave it trapped indoors day after day, and mold eventually wins. Japanese households have a name for preventing this. Kanki. The word simply means air exchange, but it represents one of the oldest daily habits in Japanese home care. Every morning, windows on opposite sides of the house are open for 10 to 15 minutes. Not just one window, at least two. The rainy season taught Japan one powerful lesson. Every country has seasons. Japan has one that completely changes the way people care for their homes. It's called Tsuyu, the rainy season. For roughly 6 weeks every year, rain falls almost constantly. Humidity often climbs between 75 and 90%. This is the season when mold grows fastest. Instead of reacting after mold appears, Japanese households shift into a completely different daily routine. Every morning, bedding is folded, windows are opened, moisture is removed before breakfast. Why the Japanese put their bedding in the sun? To visitors from overseas, one sight in Japan often seems unusual. Balconies covered with bedding, futons hanging over railings, blankets drying in direct sunlight. At first, it looks like laundry. It isn't. It's mold prevention. Every night while you sleep, your body releases a surprising amount of moisture into your mattress and bedding. Night after night, that moisture slowly builds. If it never completely dries, dust mites multiply. Mold spores settle. Musty odors begin developing. Japanese families stop this process before it starts. During sunny weather, they hang futons and bedding outdoors where sunlight and fresh air remove trapped moisture naturally. Ultraviolet light from the sun also helps reduce mold spores and dust mites. Even homeowners who sleep on modern mattresses can borrow this habit. Strip the bed regularly. Open the windows. Allow fresh air to circulate the mattress. During summer, stand the mattress upright for a while so both sides can dry thoroughly. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more timeless Japanese home and gardening secrets. Which room in your home has the biggest humidity or mold problem? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.